Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 011111911.
Apparently, old band T-shirts are worth quite a bit of money. Not all of them, but certain ones. I mean, some are worth thousands. Good morning, by the way. It's Jeff and Jeremy. David just called in and he said he had a Who T-shirt that said, I survived the Who, and he got it at the concert after the concert at the Who, where they had a bunch of people. What were they? They were like raging, or
people died
running for the exits. Yeah, I remember that. And some people would say, "Oh, that's tasteless." Well, but it's also.
I think it was in Cincinnati because there was an episode of WKRP that they paid tribute to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you have any old band T-shirts. Didn't you used to have some band T-shirts? Probably nothing.
I still do there. No, I don't think so.
I mean, maybe it's some people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Nirvana is a big one. Bjork.
But
you got any Bjork shirts?
No.
Bjork's a big one. We're talking thousands. Soundgarden, if you've got the Louder Than Love tour T-shirt from 1989, it's a black T-shirt. It's got a black and white photo of Soundgarden with a red stripe going down the right side that says Soundgarden. It's worth $1,350.
Yeah, it's putting that out there is tough, because now you see somebody wearing, if you have that shirt and you're wearing it, man, what if you get it yanked off the back of your back? Then you're shirtless and you're out your nice little, I guess, asset, if you will. Here's my problem with this is I feel like there are vintage T-shirts, and then there are T-shirts that are made new that are meant to be vintagey looking.
Sure.
And I blame Target for this, because you can see like all these old band T-shirts. Like, nothing cracks me up more when I see like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid walking around in a Nirvana shirt. I'm like,
the black one with the yellow writing on it. It's everywhere. That's Walmart, Target. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's somewhere, because they're everywhere. Now, those aren't worth anything that I know of. But Nirvana actually is number 2 on the list. They have a shirt that's worth $2,000. It was the In Utero Tour T-shirt.
It's $2,000?
But it's kind of a unique one. I should share this with you so you can see it. But it's kind of got long sleeves, and they kind of like poof out, not poof out, but just, they're wide. It's not like a typical long sleeve T-shirt that has a cuff. It's like, here, I'll pull it up here.
They poof out? It's like Seinfeld shirt?
kind of like the poof. Yeah, kind of like the Seinfeld shirt. I
don't know if I'd wear that.
I got to hit too many buttons. It's that one right there. Oh, you can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
$2,000.
That one right there.
Why is Bjork worth so much money?
I don't know. Look at all the Bjork stuff. The Bjork stuff's worth a lot. She's got a few shirts on here. So Bjork is at number 3, 4, and 8. And her shirts range from $1,900, a $1,400 shirt for one of her tour T-shirts, and then she has a blue one that's worth $1,250.
I think it's because nobody bought Bjork T-shirts.
That's why it would be worth so much.
Yeah, because there's just not that many circulating,
It's such a rare item. It's like a rare fossil.
Like, there's 3 of them on there, and it's like, who was really buying a Bjork shirt? Like, nobody like screams like, oh yeah, I'm all about Bjork.
And if you're a Deadhead and you have the Panther, the Grateful Dead Panther tour from 1994, it's worth $2,750.
Wow.
According to this article on Loudwire.
Well, that's what the market fetches for it, right? I mean, is it really?
Dan wants to know what a unworn K-Bear T-shirt is worth. I don't even know what that is.
K-Bear?
K-Bear.
Don't know.
Yeah, we're not an encyclopedia to look stuff up, Dan. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this article. But they do say other Chili Peppers. Some of their shirts are worth over $200. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Outcast. If you've got some of the old Guns N' Roses shirts, they could be up worth $200. Green Day. Kanye West even has a shirt that's worth $1,300. It's the late registration tour T-shirt.
I used to have a Mudhoney T-shirt that I think might be worth money, but I don't know what happened to it. I gotta go back and look through all my old T-shirts. I think I have some old T-shirts.
It's probably got sent off at a garage sale. One of your
likely, yeah.
And would that have been you or your wife that would have gotten rid of that shirt?
Probably me.
Oh, really?
I don't value.
Never had anything
old clothes. Like once it gets a hole in it, I'm like, get rid of it.
I mean, I have some baseball cards. Who knows? But I had all the original G.I. Joe stuff, and my mom gave it to my cousins in Alaska. And so, from what I was told, thousands of dollars. I had the.
Why is it worth thousands of dollars? It's plastic men.
It was the original. It was the original G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was huge. I had the Cobra Kai.
But isn't all that stuff only worth money if it's like in the packaging? I don't know. There's people
no. I mean, yes. It's worth more. It's worth more when it's in the packaging.
Like Tony down at Games Exchange could tell you all about that kind of stuff. You know, like he's like, oh yeah, it's not worth it if it's not in the packaging. You know, it's got to be in the packaging.
It doesn't matter. I don't even have it anymore. So. Good. I'm glad they're not able to.
Yeah, exactly. They just got to play with it.
Off my generosity.
I hope they're still playing with it. I'm sure they're in a shoebox somewhere in a garage or in somebody else's hands.
If I ever go up and visit them up on the Kenai Peninsula, I'll
okay.
Where do they live? In Seldovia, Alaska. I'll be like, hey, I want my G.I. Joes back.
They're like, what are you talking about, man?
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Brian, as the mayor of Nipomo has been holding on this morning, we are graced with royalty, Jeff. Good morning, Brian.
He is the mayor.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we?
Good.
Excellent. I got a email this morning that kind of was a good email, but then I started thinking about the ramifications of the email. I'm getting a little concerned, so I wanted to call in and check with you guys and see if my concerns are valid or not.
Okay.
So the email was from Ticketmaster.
Yes.
And they announced a band that's going on tour. But I haven't checked the tour dates yet, so I don't even know if this is in our range. But my concern is, do you think that Suzanne is going to hoard all the Nine Inch Nail tickets? Because she's got to do better, be better.
Yeah, you know,
she's the queen. You know how you're the mayor of Nipomo? She's the mayor of doing better.
Oh, I love that.
Better, mayor.
There's a good chance. There's a good chance that the station will get an envelope full of tickets that we will never hear about.
Where's the show taking place?
I haven't even checked yet. I'm assuming they're going to do one or two West Coast shows. I'm guessing. I know she's a massive fan. I'm a pretty big fan myself, but I was just concerned that she'd be hoarding all the tickets.
Is everybody at that show going to be wearing like black eyeliner and lipstick and black wigs?
Anyone that's not wearing that is a bigger freak. Let's put it that way.
Right. Yeah, okay.
The ones trying to blend in and be normal are the real freaks.
Right. Okay. I'm just, what about capes? And
there'll be some capes.
There'll be some okay. All right. Let's see. Peel It Back tour. I'm looking it up for you right now.
I thought he was. I thought Trent Reznor was done. I thought he just made movie soundtracks. He's like, dude, like he said, I hate music. Like recently, I read an interview with him. He said, I hate music. I hate music right now. I'm happy just making movie soundtracks.
Yeah, that's what got him back. He hates it, and he's a person that needs something that he hates in his life constantly, so he can be like, I'm angry.
August 6th, they'll be in Oakland.
The show should be good then.
Ooh.
Yeah, Oakland Arena.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to be in Portland after that, and then they're going north. And then looks like they're the West Coast. Seattle's their last before they jump over to Salt Lake City and Denver. And then, you could do a destination show. You've always wanted to go to Canada. They'll be there on the 23rd of August.
Where?
I'm actually
Toronto.
I'm actually not allowed in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Attaboy.
Have you guys driven by the Oakland Coliseum recently?
I have not. No.
On the freeway?
Is it hurting?
Yes, dude. I mean, it's the perfect setting for a Nine Inch Nails concert because it's like apocalyptic. It's just the set lends to itself.
Does it have like the same vibes as I think it's the Kennedy Stadium in DC?
Worse. It's Oakland,
wow.
man, and because nobody uses it for anything, So it's like just sits there. This barren reminder of how times used to be good in East Bay, and they're not anymore.
Well, Nine Inch Nails is rolling in. They
I know.
Got cheap revenue. Venue rent.
The meat hooks and the chain links will be hanging from the rafting. I mean, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll just be like.
Are they turning it into a butcher shop?
Just like they could shoot. I mean, hell, that one needs to be like a live concert, a recorded, like
a documentary.
Yeah,
Yep.
like a concert movie, like a Taylor Swift type thing.
The opening to that is all the locals in Oakland being like, "What the hell's going on tonight?" Watching goth kids walk by.
Oh, that's just a Tuesday.
yeah, exactly.
By the way, they're going to be playing in Los Angeles to wrap up the tour on the 18th of September at the Kia Forum. So you have a few options.
Nice.
So I don't think she'll be able to get the tickets to all those shows.
No, but if our options are if Suzanne's feeling kind enough to lend those tickets out, that would be nice.
Yeah, you just might want to watch what you say. I want to watch who you call in about.
I'm sending her chocolates and flowers for Valentine's. Don't worry.
You should.
Oh,
there you go.
That'll help. That would show that you're. You know what? That would show that you're going the extra lengths to do better.
Oh, be better, of course.
Yeah.
You guys have
May
a
the
great
force
day.
be with you. Yes. Good luck.
See,
Brian, the mayor of Napoleon.
that's just what do you call that when politicians grease the hands of other politicians? Diplomacy.
Doing business?
Diplomacy, yes.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
93.3 KZOZ rocks. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
If you're feeling fat and you're feeling like you're a loser because you didn't stick to your workout or your dry January, I have some good news for you. All right. I found a list of activities that people say are just as good as exercising. Few everyday activities. They count as exercising. Get your heart rate up. Taking the stairs. Did you take the stairs in today or did you take the elevator?
I never take the elevator. If I take the elevator, I give up. And I feel bad because I have coworkers that listen.
Because we have old guys that work here, guys that are ancient. They can't even walk up the stairs. Their knees are so bad. Their hips are bad. They're all getting knee replacements and hip replacement surgeries. And yes, they take the elevator. And you know what? If you're injured, take the elevator. But we have 2 flights of stairs, and I always take the stairs.
I was coming down the stairs the other day, leaving as somebody was coming in, and he was getting into the elevator, and I actually slowed down my pace going down the stairs so he could get in the elevator and close the door before we made eye contact because I didn't want him thinking that I was judging him.
Somebody we work with?
Yeah.
Older?
No. Same age.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
And
then you make eye contact and go, hey, get your ass on the stairs.
No, I don't want to because I have a great deal of respect for him, and I have no idea why he's taking the stairs. I have no idea. I mean, the elevator.
You mean the elevator?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea why.
Elevator shaming. Oh, let's start it. Let's keep America healthy again by elevator shaming. Gardening. Getting out and doing some gardening. Carrying your shopping bags.
I am going to take him on a sales call a little bit later on. We got a hot lead, and then And then
Wait, is this the guy that's in our fantasy football league?
no.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I'm trying to draw an office correlation, and then I'm gonna walk up to the building and then run back to my car and jump in my car and drive back to the office, and then make him walk.
Oh, make him walk back. Give him the old Phyllis. The old Dwight Phyllis. Let's see here. Just cleaning, doing laundry, sweeping, mopping. I mean, yeah, I was even talking to my doctor about this. She goes, I know you don't like to run. I go, yeah, because my doctor weighs. I mean, she is there's zero fat.
Dude, running sucks. I'm sorry, it's hard on your knees. Yes, it's terrible.
Sucks.
Running is not cool.
She's like, do yard work, but she's like, go on hikes, like when you go fishing with your friends.
Hiking's good.
She thinks when I go fishing with my friends, we're hiking all around.
Like you're some kind of outdoorsman or something like that.
Yeah, she has no idea. I have a machine that drives me there, and I get out, and that machine carries a cooler of beer.
You're out there. You're out there roughing it when you're not out there roughing it at all. You're out there too. I have a boat.
Yeah, I'm like, sure. Just keep thinking that. I do like going on hikes. I really enjoy being outside and doing things. So that's always a good thing. But if you just take the stairs. Maybe you take out the garbage and quit yelling at your wife to do it, and you start doing some cleaning around the house. Maybe you get out and you just sweep the garage. That'll get your heart right up. That's good stuff. There you go. I don't have a lot for you.
I'm going to take apart a trampoline this weekend. Bam.
Hey, that's some work, right?
Yep. If Paso Robles garbage is raising their rates, does that mean we get more service? I mean, 12% is a pretty steep increase.
If you what?
If they're raising their rates 12%, which is a pretty steep increase, does that mean we get extra service?
See, here's the thing that I don't understand. How are they raising their rates when the garbage industry and the recycle industry has been getting so much flack for lying to us for all these years that they're taking our recycling and recycling it where we really found out they're putting it on trucks and just moving it to a different part of the state to a landfill. Remember that? That was a story.
Was that when the guy...
they're raising their rates?
When the guy put the GPS tracker in the plastic bottle? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yes. Remember that story? And then it just went nowhere.
Right.
Like, how are they? No, they're raising rates. Garbage is going up across the country.
Because monopolized utilities don't have to answer to anybody because you need them in order to function in society, and there's no competition the way that the cities structure the contracts. You can't get around it unless you replace those that work at the municipalities and encourage competition. Is that ever going to happen? No. Apparently, not enough people showed up to voice their concern, including me, on the 12% increase.
Rich the bitch writes in on the 805 Beer text lines. And he says, last time I was at the radio station picking something up, a prize, I saw someone's wife that works at the station taking the elevator. He's now calling out employees, wives that work at the radio station. We know your wife works at the radio station. Do you think he's talking about your wife?
She never takes the elevator. I don't even think she's ever been in the elevator, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't even allow my wife to come to the radio station. I don't know whose wife he's talking about. Maybe we ought to just start shaming people. Maybe that'll help them. Hey, take the stairs. You know, going up is different than coming down, too, on your knees, right? Going up it's the coming down that really hurts your joints and your knees and your hips, all that fat you have.
Yeah, but 2 flights of stairs you should be able to
pushing down.
Okay, it's not like it's a skyscraper and we're on the 86th floor.
Yeah, but coming down the stairs, you don't really get your heart rate up. Take the elevator down. I'm okay with that. Yeah, you should be walking up the stairs going up. Get your heart rate up a little bit.
I want to put a fireman's pole in. I mean, we have the apparatus for it. I mean, we have a balcony.
This is California. There is no way insurance is going to let that happen. They wouldn't even let me drive a 4-cylinder at the Santa Maria Speedway around a dirt track. A 4-cylinder.
Well, that is not a California thing. That is a company thing.
Another text coming in from Can You Smell What the Government is Cooking? He says, Rich the bitch, you need to mind your own business. Boy, this is getting ugly already. You start calling people, you start fat shaming and things, it gets ugly fast.
Whatever happened to
note taker?
Whatever happened to constructive criticism? This is community note moderator Daniel, because he used to be fact checker, but now we just give fact checkers a different name. He's a community note moderator. He says, whatever happened to constructive criticism? Like, hey, get off your fat ass and get something done. Would you imagine?
I like that.
If we walked up to somebody and said that?
Yeah, that doesn't fly in this sensitive state of California. No, it doesn't. People are very sensitive here. I've been told that. I can't believe I've never been written up, actually. As long as I keep all my ranting to the show, it's fine. If I walk out that studio door and say one thing to one person or even look at him sideways, written them up.
But they've dealt with you. They've dealt with you how they needed to. And it
got rid of me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they just put you in a different part of the country and locked you in a room.
Oh boy, people are turning on Rich the Bitch. Kyle, who only fishes stock ponds, just writes in. He says Rich the Bitch sounds jealous and needs to keep his mouth shut. Take it easy, man.
I haven't seen Rich.
We're all one family.
I haven't seen Rich in a while, and he says, but is he the spitting image of health? Is Rich?
I mean, what are you saying?
I'm just wondering. I don't know. I haven't seen Rich in a long time.
He's a thin guy, from what I remember. He's not fat.
Yeah, but is that from tuberculosis?
I don't know. You're even going after him. You can join the program anytime on the 805 Beer Text Lines, 805-543-3693.
Pothead Rick with the humble brag. Oh, have sex 6 times a day. That's the best exercise.
Yeah, buddy. And then you woke up.
93.3 KZZ.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.